So here we are in another fun adventure with...
I'm Crazy Ralph.
And I am Just John, the hometown historian.
Oh my gosh, it's fantastic.
So we're on another adventure today. We're going around to the bridges of Lancaster County. There are like 28 total. I believe we're here at Forry's Mill.
Forry's Mill. This is our very first bridge that we're hitting this morning. It's about 11:30. So we're going to see how many we can get in today before we are exhausted.
That's right.
That's true.
So we're going to flip this around and we're going to go on this adventure.
Notice there on the road itself, that is the elusive Amish buggy trail, okay? What happens is you know that you have Amish buggies around here when you see horse manure. So that's something you don't think about, do you, unless you have the Amish around you. And so let's walk down to the bridge, John, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And we're going to try not to step in the Amish buggy trail.
Yeah.
Because it looks slightly fresh.
It does look fresh to me. Hey, so these are wooden, we should say these are covered bridges. These are wooden covered bridges. And this is kind of cool. It's neat just walking into these things. Some of them are haunted.
There's all kinds of things. People got hung. They got murdered.
I guess, yeah. So anyway, we're walking into this. If there's any car coming at us, make sure that we give them the right of way because they are bigger than us.
And we don't want another murder to happen.
Not at all. So here we are. I guess we should mention, we have to figure out what the name of this creek is. Do you know what the name of the creek is by any chance?
I'm not, because I was having trouble locating which one on the paperwork.
We will, when we get back to the car, we will know what this was called, and we'll go ahead and mention it there. Yeah, we should have checked that out first, but hey, such is life.
Yep.
So, here, look at this. There's a car coming through, just to prove. That car is going to come through this. It's like an interdimensional portal. We're going back in time.
And I'll wind out with some of the pictures that I take, and so you can see the old woodwork here to give you guys the exact date of.
Look how tall that sucker is, yeah.
I think it is a Burr Truss arch.
Yeah, pretty cool.
They have the king post there. From those of you that have watched the videos of the Wandering Woodsman, that he does these covered bridges. But I'll give you more information on them then, as well as I take some more pictures. Sometimes some of the bridges we've been at, the ones in Schuylkill County. All right, so this is Chickies Creek. But anyways,
There's a sign down here.
oh, there is. So now we'll have our information. Because I know the Rock Covered Bridge and the Zimmerman Covered Bridge both have plaques that tell you everything you need to know about that bridge.
Here you go.
So here we go. So this is Forry's Mill Bridge, built in 1869. This is the Chickies Creek. In January of 1861, the citizens of West Hempfield and Raffo Township petitioned for a bridge at the place where the public highway leading from Marietta Pike to the village of Maytown, near the lands of Henry Kuppenhaver and John K. Fory. The petition described the ford being more than ordinarily deep and being frequently rendered impassable by reason of ice and high waters. So the county commissioners finally awarded the contract for the bridge to Elias McMillan on June 14, 1869. Perhaps the Civil War delayed bridge approval. McMillan enlisted in the Civil War in 1861 and was wounded 3 times before he mustered out and returned to Lancaster in 1865 to resume bridge building. McMillan built nearly a dozen covered bridges across Lancaster County. The Forry Mill Bridge is a single-span wooden double Burr arch design built for the cost of $2,969.
Pretty wow. Look at that angle that we're at right now. If you look up that way. Is that kind of cool?
Yeah, that's really pretty. So I'll take a picture of that, and I will also note the reason like these covered bridges, why they covered them, is because the bridges were wood and they would very quickly deteriorate. So when they covered them, it protected that bridge structure. So that is the reason that they have these, and they're just extraordinarily romantic pieces of hometown history.
They are. It's called the Siegrist Road. There's all the information there on that thing.
This is Siegrist Mill Bridge.
Yes.
1885, and this is a single span bridge. They do have a sign like the last bridge. They do have a sign at the other side.
Look at that.
So again, I mean, just look at the woodwork. And they built things to last. Right. This is all.
Can you imagine the two guys that they must have paid to hold down on each end and bend it that way?
Yeah.
Until it got into the right.
They had to
formation.
Be heavy guys.
Heavy, big guys.
It's like Paul Bunyan and his brother.
K-Stax Calhoun, the wrestler.
Yeah.
Andre the Giant, I bet you.
Probably that's what they were doing before they were wrestling.
I think that's probably what it was. Yes. Yes. Look at that. Very cool. It's like a cedar closet without doors.
Yeah, and the smell.
Yeah.
It's got the natural.
It has a look to it, though.
Yeah.
So here
is the sign. It's cool that they have these. Siegrist Mill Bridge. And Siegrist Mill is, I think, down that way.
Yeah,
we went by.
Going past it earlier,
and it was clearly a mill, whether that's the actual mill or not. In July 1885, the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners signed a contract with J.C. and Henry Carpenter to build a covered bridge at this location, described as being at or near Moore's Mill, between the townships of Raffo and West Hempfield. The contract states that the bridge is to be completed and ready for inspection by October 15, 1885. The carpenters agreed to build the bridge at a cost of $1,872, including $500 for masonry and $700 for the superstructure. Long before the bridge was built, a mill existed on the West Hempfield side of the creek. In 1811, Christian and Barbara Hertzler built a brick mill, which was later owned by Michael Moore, not the documentary guy. The building had a prominent federal period details, including a pedimented doorways and windows with keystones. This feature inspired a nickname, the Keystone Mill. Parts of the mill survived into the 1980s. Notable feature of this bridge is a series of biblical passages painted on boards attached to the structure frame below the bridge deck, which we're not going down there.
There's probably water snakes.
Oh, hopefully, because I love snakes.
Yeah.
These boards were reinstalled during the bridge's reconstruction after a 2011 storm. So here you see all this information, and it's beautiful. Very, very cool. Another beautiful bridge, the second of the Lancaster County bridges.
Yeah, very, very cool.
History is out there, my friends.
I hear Woody Woodpecker. Do you hear Woody Woodpecker?
Yeah.
That is. There he is.
You can hear him.
His head against the wall. Must be married.
A little bit of brain damage.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, we are at Shanks Mill Bridge. And this is once again across the Chickies Creek. We're here with Ralph, and they have a bar here. It isn't for drinking, it's for keeping stupid people from running into the bridge.
I know. But now let's look at this. Because here it says it's 10.6 from that bar down to the ground, but then up there it says it's 10.6 from that bridge to the ground. I wonder why. Oh, there's a hill here.
Oh,
dude. Anyway, so yeah. So what it comes down to is if you hit that bar, you're gonna hit the bridge.
Yeah.
So don't do either one.
So yeah, unfortunately, you have people that aren't that bright and don't listen to instructions. You got to do stuff like this. This is slightly lower arch.
Yes, it is.
This is one. There's slightly different spelling here in Shanks Mill. There's the old German spelling with a C added in behind H. And they did add reinforcements because this most likely did get hit a couple times while they have the bars there. Unfortunately.
They have windows down here. Do they have them down that side? No, they do not. You just have windows.
There's windows down here. That's nice.
Huh. Wonder why. Let's see. There's an obvious reason.
Wow.
I have no idea what the other is.
Just a pretty view. Yeah. Right now it's a muddy river.
Yeah.
A lot of rain last night.
Yes. Not this side. Yeah. That's a prettier view. Still with muddy water, but that's a pretty view.
Well, we got the sign up here once again.
This is very convenient. They have these signs.
Yeah, it's nice because a lot of places, we had the one in Schuylkill County, they have plaques, like brass plaques, but these actually have these really neat signs that tell you all the information that you want to know about them. So this was built in 1855. In August 1846, citizens of East Hempfield and Raffo Township petitioned for a bridge where the public roads from the Harrisburg Turnpike and from Sporting Hill to New Holland Road cross the same near Henry Shanks Mill. Charles Melhorn, who we've talked about before, built the first bridge at the site in 1847 for $650. In the spring of 1854, a storm destroyed the bridge. Residents quickly petitioned the court for a new bridge and even preserved much of the old bridge materials for rebuilding a new one. There is bird poo on this, so it's hard to read. And the bridge proposals received by the county commissioners in July of 1855 selected Levi Fink to rebuild the bridge at a cost of $837. Bridge inspectors met at the nearby house of Henry Shenk on Saturday, September 8, 1855, and viewed the newly completed bridge. However, they determined it was not finished in the quality of material or workmanship in conformity with the contract between the builder, Levi Fink, and the commissioners of Lancaster County. They recommended the bridge builders paid $100 less than the contract specified. On the night of September 5th, 1856, a massive fire burned down Henry Shank's flour mill adjacent to this bridge. Shanks Mill Bridge is one of the oldest surviving bridges in the county and uniquely utilizes horizontal sideboards, possibly salvaged from the earlier bridge. Very, very cool, and you can see those sideboards. So that is Shanks Mill Bridge. You can hear the people coming through there, and then that guy really came through there. I'm glad I wasn't in there when that happened, because we might not be around no more. But yep, so that's the bridge, Shanks Mill Covered Bridge here in Lancaster County now.
I think we're going to go ahead and go over the River Kwai.
I hope not.
Because I hear there's a bridge over the River Kwai.
There is a bridge over the River Kwai.
That's it.
They said there's Sir Alec Guinness was part of the building.
I heard about
that.
Him and David Niven, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great movie, by the way.
I'm going to start whistling pretty soon.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Good stuff. Ralph and I know those movies. We love the same era movies. It's such a great movie.
It is.
I like Lawrence Arabia. You like that one too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another good one. Anyway, so this goes into all kinds of stuff. A lot of nice yellow signs here too.
That's right.
So we'll be on to the next bridge.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm on TV.
We are, wow, there's quite the group of cars coming one after the other after another.
Gosh. They must all be going to this bridge festival that we heard all about.
Yeah, we weren't invited though. But anyways, we're at Kaufman's Distillery Bridge. This is right near, what is this, be Lidditz?
Actually, no, we're right
near Manheim.
Manheim, right?
All right, so we're right near Manheim.
Yeah.
So this bridge here,
There you go.
this bridge is named for a whiskey distillery operated by at least 2 generations of the Kaufman family, including Jacob S. Kaufman, 1794 to 1849, and Henry M. Kaufman, 1821 to 94. The distillery was once located at the northern end of the village of Sporting Hill on Raffo Township side of the bridge. A group of viewers, local citizens familiar with the area, was appointed in 1855 to consider the need for a bridge at this location. The viewers reported that a bridge over Chickies Creek at the place where the public highway from Sporting Hill and Raffo Township to Lidditz crosses the same is necessary. That highway, now Sun Hill Road, gave travelers a more direct route between Mount Joy and Lidditz by passing through Manheim Borough. After the bridge was approved, it was completed by James C. Carpenter in 1857, and it was then rebuilt by Elias McMillan in 1874 at a cost of $1,620. McMillan, a Civil War veteran who also served as Lancaster County.
You got me on that one.
Yeah, you can read it there. I think Prothanatari built and repaired many of the county's bridges over the course of his career. So this was built originally in 1857. Let's go through, check it out.
So that means that everybody is going to go ahead and pull out their dictionary or go onto their phone and look at that word.
I think it's Prothanatari.
Yes, that would be my third guess.
Some kind of legal,
Yes.
government position.
This is going to be interesting, us going through this thing without getting ourselves killed.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to. I'd like to, but a lot of ridiculous traffic through here.
We're going across right now. Run, John, run!
Yeah, those days are over.
That's it.
You see,
What happens is there is another car. I mean, it's okay. We can just do it like this. We're inside the bridge.
yeah, you can just see how pretty it is here.
Yes, it is.
Since 1857, rebuilt in 1874. Yeah, we're gonna give up on that. As nice as this is, I don't want to get killed. You see how the creek once again goes right under here. Another one of these Chickies Creeks. So, once again, another of these Lancaster County bridges. Kauffman's Distillery. So we are here in Manheim, Pennsylvania. We are at the Shearers Mill Covered Bridge. This one we don't have to worry about being run over. Kauffman's Distillery was pretty much a highway.
It was wild.
It was wild, and we got just to the edge of it. It was like, nope, we're not doing it. We don't want to die. So this is actually in a park. You can't drive across, but it's right here and it's restored and it's here for the public.
What do you mean I can't drive across?
Well, you're not supposed to.
Okay, then I won't. Pretty wild.
There it is. Says Ralph, no motor vehicles.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully they're...
my friend Jakey could take his wagon across there, though.
Maybe Jakey and what was his, Rebecca.
Jakey and Rebecca, yeah. They weren't able to make it this week. I thought they'd come down, but...
They decided they didn't want to.
Rebecca was under the weather.
So here's something here. It's a Burr Arch Truss. This covered bridge was originally built in 1847 by Jacob Clare at a cost of $600 over Chickies Creek in Lancaster County. It was rebuilt in 1855 and stayed there until it was moved 4 miles in 1971 to its present location at Manheim Memorial Park, spanning the Big Chickies Creek. The bridge has a unique single-span wooden double Burr Arch Truss design, and it is the only covered bridge in the county painted entirely red. It is one of only 3 covered bridges in the county with horizontal side boards and windows.
So, look at the lights they have going across the top.
Oh, yeah.
That's all the lights.
So here you see some of the windows. This is nice and it's cooler in here and everything because it's getting a little warm out. But this is the Chickies Creek once again. We'll go across the Shearers Mill Covered Bridge. And there you see this lower Burr Arch Truss, which I will also mention. You guys are all familiar with Aaron Burr. He's the guy that shot Alexander Hamilton. It's actually his cousin, I believe, who designed this.
Who? Alexander Hamilton's cousin?
What? No, Aaron Burr's cousin.
Aaron Burr's. Oh,
Yeah,
Burr's.
yeah. Before he shot somebody.
Yeah.
Ooh, 24-hour video surveillance. All activities are monitored.
Watching us watching them.
That's right.
Where's their surveillance at?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Maybe there's a troll that lives under the bridge. Jeff and I are here at the Manheim Twin Kiss. We're going to go to eat lunch. And we want to say thank you to Jay Forkner for providing the money for this. Thank you for the card, Jay. We're eating here today.
Thanks for sending the $10.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can get a
John
little
ate it
something.
with Red Lobster last night. I don't know how he could afford it.
Yeah. You said to give it for me and Ralph to eat, and I was like,
No, you did. You ate, and then we're gonna eat today.
Yeah,
say
so
thank you to Ralph.
the rest will be out of
First
it.
part, this was
I
the
saved it up for us.
Manheim run
Thanks
of
once again,
these
Jay.
Thank you. I appreciate
6
that. Man.
covered bridges in Lancaster County. They one of them I think is on personal, like private property, and yet they asked for permission, and we just ultimately decided not to go hit that one. But this was an absolute blast. This is part 1. We will be back with part 2 of the Lidditz run of 6 bridges. Once again, we only do 5 of them because the last one is on private property. But as always, thank you for coming along, and we'll see you all about town.